Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In today's lecture of the subject Fundamentals of Management, we will be studying the contribution given by Peter Drucker, one of the management thinker towards management studies. Okay, that is M.B.O, Management by Objectives. Okay, in today's lecture, we will be going through the meaning, process, and advantages of management by objective, that is M.B.O. Okay, see, whenever we consider M.B.O, what is a M.B.O or what is management by objective? Yes, it is a process of setting objectives in the organization to give a sense of direction to the employees, which is called as management of objectives. Okay, management by objectives is a strategic approach to enhance the performance of an organization. It is a process where the goals of the organizations, they are defined and conveyed by the management to the members of the organization with the intention to achieve each objective. Okay, see, whenever we consider management by objective, what is the main motive of this concept? Yes, see, when we establish any enterprise, what we do first? Yes, first of all the thing we do set goals or objectives of our organization. Okay, now whenever you set objectives of your organization, yes, you do some paperwork, right? You do some paperwork, that is, you do lay down some of the objective targets and you do mention it on the some of the papers. Okay, now the objectives which you have drafted, okay, at the initial stage, okay, as the years go on passing, as the years they go on passing, what happens? Okay, your business goes on progressing, your business goes on expanding. Okay, with the expansion of your business, you do hire more number of employees. Okay, now those people who were with you, or those employees who were with you at the initial stage of the business, they are aware about the objectives of your organization. But what about the newly recruit people? Okay, what about the additional staff which you have appointed? Yes, they are not aware about the objectives or targets of your organization. Okay, what is the mission behind establishment of the organization? All these things they are ignorant about all these things. Okay, so here it's the role of the management, it is the role of the management to convey the objectives of the organization or the targets of the organization or goals of the organization to these people, to the employees or whomsoever is concerned with your organization. Okay, why? Yes, okay, if you convey objectives of your organization to these people, if you convey the organization's objective to these people, yes, surely they will shoulder their contribution towards achievement of these objectives which you have laid down, or the dream which you have made, or the dream which you have seen for your organization. Okay, so what is management by objectives? Yes, set down the objectives and convey it to the members. Okay, so management by objectives is a strategic management model that aims to improve the performance of an organization by clearly defining objectives that are agreed to by both management and the employees. Okay, according to the theory, having a say in goal setting and action plans encourages participation and commitment among employees, as well as aligning objectives across the organization. The term management by objectives was first outlined by management guru Peter Drucker in his book in the year 1954. The book was titled as The Practice of Management. See, the term management by objective, okay, management by objectives was first outlined or coined, propounded by whom? By the management guru Peter Drucker. Okay, in the year 1954. Okay, and where he has outlined his this contribution? Yes, in the book titled as the practice of management. Okay, now management by objectives. Yes, what is it? It is a strategic management model that aims to improve organizational performance by clearly defining, okay, objectives that are agreed to by both management and employees. Okay, according to this theory, okay, goal setting and action plans encourage participation and commitment among employees as well as aligning objectives across the organization. Okay, see, once again remember, okay, who has propounded this? Yes, Peter Drucker in 1950. Okay, in 1954. Yes, in his book Practices of Management, the practice of management. Okay, remember this thing. Then management objective is the establishment of management information system to compare actual performance and achievement to the defined objectives. Okay, practitioner claim that major benefits of M.B.O are that it improves employee motivation and commitment and also allows for better communication between management and employees. Okay, however, cited weakness of M.B.O is that it is unduly emphasizes the setting of goals to attain objectives rather than working as a systematic plan to do so. Okay, critics of M.B.O such as Edward Deming argue that setting particular goals like production targets leads workers to meet those targets by any means necessary, including shortcuts that result in poor quality. Okay, so objectives, they are laid down with the help of employee and are meant to be challenging but achievable. Employees receive daily feedback and focus is on rewards rather than punishment. Okay, personal growth and development are emphasized rather than negatively for failing to reach objectives. Okay, Drucker believed M.B.O was not a cure all but a tool to be utilized. It gives organization a process with many practitioners claiming that success of the M.B.O is dependent on the support from the top management, clearly outline objectives and trained managers who can implement it. Okay, so let's see the process of M.B.O. Okay, the process of M.B.O includes 6 steps. Okay, which are the 6 steps? Okay, first one is define organizational goals. Okay, then it is define employee objectives, then continuous monitoring performance and progress, then performance evaluation, then providing feedback, then performance appraisal. So one by one, let's see what are the steps which are included in M.B.O. Define organizational goals. Yes, here you are required to set objectives of your organization. Yes, setting objective is not only critical to the success of the company, but it is also serves as a variety of purposes. It needs to include several different types of managers in setting goals. The objectives set by supervisors are provisional based on an interpretation and evaluation of what company can and should achieve within a specific time. See, whenever we consider organizational goals here, okay, what we are required to do? Yes, we are required to set objectives or goals which you will be achieving or which you are supposed to achieve whenever you establish a enterprise. Okay, the objectives are set, okay, in such a way that it will be benefiting your company and it will surely lead your company towards success. Okay, so considering the various purposes of the organization. Yes, considering the various purposes of your organization itself, such type of objectives or goals, they are defined. Okay, such type of goals, they are defined. Okay, then yes, whenever we are deciding goals, okay, What else we can do? Yes, we can consider all the aspects of the organization. Okay, considering the all the aspects of the organization itself, you can define the organizational goals. Then second thing, define employee objectives. Okay, define employee objective here means that define objectives which are related to employees. Okay, define objectives which are related to employees. Okay, means what is done into this? Yes, once the employees are briefed about general objectives, plan and the strategies to follow, the managers can start working with their subordinates on establishing their personal objectives. Okay, then this will be a one-on-one discussion where the subordinates will let the manager know about their targets and which goals they can accomplish within a specific time and with what resources. Okay, they can then share some tentative thoughts about which goals the organization or department can find feasible. Okay, see here what is done, employee related objectives they are set. Okay, that is the personal objectives of the subordinate, they are established or they are defined. Okay, and who helps to define this objectives? Yes, managers. Yes, through discussion. The subordinate discuss with the managers and the managers discuss with the subordinates. Okay, and after that, yes, they do share the targets. Okay, they do share the views related to the targets. Okay, so that they can accomplish it within a specific time and with the resources. Okay, with the resources, with whatsoever they do have. Yes, and also they can here draft the feasible objectives, feasible targets. Okay, those targets which can be achieved by them with less efforts. Okay, all these things they can do. Okay, all these things they can do here in defining employee objectives. Okay, then next thing is continuous monitoring performance and progress. Yes, continuous monitoring performance and progress. What it means? Okay, though the management by objective approach is necessary for increasing the effectiveness of managers, it is equally essential for monitoring the performance and progress of each employee in the organization. Okay, though the management by objectives approach, it is necessary for increasing the effectiveness of the managers, but it is also equally essential for monitoring the performance and progress of each employee in the organization. What it means? See, okay, though you have set down the objectives related to employees as well as the organization. Okay, see, you should always be checking the performance of the employees or your subordinates. Why? Because, okay, if your employees or your subordinates performance and progress is not up to mark, surely it will affect the organization's performance, right? Okay, if your organization's performance progress it is badly affected, then what will happen? Yes, you can't achieve the goals which you have laid down related to organization. Okay, due to this, what will happen? Yes, surely it will lead towards failure of the organization. It will lead towards failure of the organization. Is it? So, continuously the manager should check the performance of his fellow members. Okay, of his fellow members. Is it? So that yes, the organization will never sink. Then performance evaluation. What is performance evaluation? Performance evaluation means that yes, within the M.B.O framework, the performance review is achieved by the participation of the manager consent. Okay, see whether you are going right or wrong. This check is taken into performance evaluation. Okay, means whether the subordinates they are on the track or off the track. Okay, this thing is critically checked into this step. Okay, means what is the performance, what you have achieved, whether you have achieved something or every plan is going fail. Okay, all these things they are evaluated in this step. Okay, then providing feedback. Okay, in the management by objective approach, the most essential step is the continuous feedback on the results and objectives, as it enables the employees to track and make corrections to their actions. The ongoing feedback is complemented by frequent formal evaluation meetings in which superiors and subordinates may discuss progress towards objectives, leading to more feedback. Okay, so providing feedback, why it is needed? Yes, whether to compliment or comment on your subordinates. Is it this thing the managers they do get? Okay, and if the employees they are not on the track, then surely you can suggest some of the corrections, some of the yes, you can suggest them with few of the suggestions to improve their performance. Is it this thing is done? Okay, then performance appraisal. Okay, performance reviews are a routine review of the success of employees within M.B.O organizations. Okay, performance reviews are a routine review of the success of employees within the M.B.O organization. Means what? Yes, whether you are going right or wrong. Okay, if you are going right, okay, surely you are successful as an employee. Is it? This thing is done by the superior. Okay, so these are the few steps included in the process of M.B.O. Then let's see what are the advantages of M.B.O. Yes, M.B.O assures for better planning. Yes, see, in M.B.O what is done? The objectives they are set. Is it? The objectives they are set. Okay, why the objectives are set? Yes, objectives related to organization, targets related to organization they are set. Okay, and to achieve these objectives the plans are drafted. To achieve these objectives the plans are drafted. Okay, so MBO always assures for MBO always assures for better planning. Then better organization here means that yes, to achieve those objectives, you are in need of some of the resources, right? You are in need of some of the resources. So what are the different resources which you require? Okay, highlight these resources. Okay, what you do, you highlight these resources. Okay, so when you consider okay, so when you consider such type of resources, yes, you do first highlight those resources and then link all these resources so that you can surely achieve the organization's objectives. Okay, then self control. See, in the process of the MBO we have gone through setting of employee objective. Okay, with your organization's objective you also set objectives of your employees or your subordinates or the people who are working into your organization. Okay, right? Okay, now when you set down the objectives of the employees individually, okay, due to this, yes, the employees also can meet their targets. You are not required to now and then pay for what they are doing. Is it? They themselves will be motivated to work. Is it? So one kind of self control will be maintained. Okay, then high productivity or higher productivity. Okay, now what is higher productivity? Higher productivity here means that higher productivity here means that okay, see, whenever you plan your objectives, surely okay, you know what you are supposed to achieve. Is it? So in that regard you go on taking efforts okay, to achieve those targets and objectives. Is it? In turn, it leads to higher productivity of your organization as well as the employees. Is it? Then better appraisal of the performance. Is it? See, the appreciation is received when your objectives they are achieved. Is it? So timely review is taken. In that review, if you do find progress, surely you convey or compliment uh, or give feedback to your employees. Is it? It will help you to have better performance of this employee next time. Okay, then executive development. Is it? See, the person who is leading, the person who is directing, okay, that person also gets a kind of appraisal due to this, because he himself gets clear with the objectives and he is required to direct others. Okay, with others he is required to achieve those objectives, right? Okay, so there will be executive development. Then improvement of managing. See, as you go on setting the objectives, yes, you learn new skills to manage the resources into your organization. Okay, as you go on adding or you go on modifying the objectives of your organization, surely it leads to, yes, it leads to improvement of your managing skills. Then clarity of organizational roles and structures. Okay, what it means, see, whenever your objectives they are clearly defined, okay, what role you are required to assign to your employees. Is it? Whose position is what? A designation, XYZ designation stands for what is the specification of the job. Okay, all these things you are clear with it. Okay, so each one, each candidate, each individual who is a part of the organization, he will be clear with it. Then encouragement of personal commitment. Okay, when you set individual objectives which are related to organizational objective, yes, a kind of satisfaction will always be there in the mind of the employee, okay, through which he can surely be committed towards the organizational objective also. Okay, development of effective controls. What is development of effective controls? Okay, here it means that yes, you can have better control on your subordinates because the objectives they are clear. Okay, you are supposed to achieve this objectives, this targets, you are clear with it. Okay, so you are clear as well as you direct your employee or subordinate in that direction itself. Is it? Then facilitate coordination of efforts. Is it? See, cooperation and coordination, this thing will surely be there into your organization whenever you will be having better planning. Is it? So with respect to this, yes, your objectives are clearly defined, you establish a target, you establish a track, you establish a plan, yes, and ask your fellow members to follow it. Is it? So these are all the advantages of M.B.O. With this, we do conclude today's lecture. Thank you.